Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students, and welcome back to the series of lecture on parts of speech. Today we're going to deal with very interesting topic, and that is about an adverb. So you all are requested to stay with me till end so that you are going to get all information about adverb. We will study in this lecture about what is an adverb, how it functions, examples of it, what is the difference between adverb and adjective, and lastly we are going to have MCQs based practice set. You all are requested to subscribe this channel so that you are going to get all videos on grammar based in very easy manner in a go. Let's get started. We are going to learn everything about an adverb in this lecture. Let's start with what is an adverb. Adverb is actually a modifier. Modifier to whom? Modifier to a verb, to an adjective, and another adverb in a sentence. We are going to deal all these three parts in a great detail along with your examples. So stay with me and watch this video till end. Let's start with how adverb modifies a verb. So the answer of this how is in example number 1. We stayed inside. In this example, stayed is a verb and inside is enhancing the meaning of verb in this example. So inside is an adverb in this example. Second example, my cat waits impatiently for his food. In this example, impatiently is placed right after the verb, which is waits here. So impatiently is describing how the cat was waiting. The cat was waiting impatiently. Next is Philip sings loudly in the shower. Loudly in this example is an adverb which modifies a verb. Verb is sings. Now let us see how adverb modifies an adjective. The answer of how is in example number 1. The woman is quite pretty. In this example, quite is used just before an adjective, that is pretty in this example. So quite in this example is enhancing the meaning of an adjective, and it is actually adverb which modifies an adjective. So quite is an adverb. Example number 2. This book is more interesting than the last one. In this example, interesting indicates as an adjective, whereas more is an adverb. So it is adverb modifies an adjective. Example number 3. The weather report is almost always right. In this example, right is actually indicating as an adjective, whereas almost always is an adverb which is modifying an adjective which is placed right after it. Students, now we're going to look on the third part of an adverb, that how adverb modifies another adverb. The answer of this is in these examples. Example number 1. Philip sings rather enormously too loudly. In this example, rather enormously too loudly, this is all actually an adverb which is modifying another adverb. Example number 2. Please work very carefully. In this example, very is an adverb, whereas carefully is another adverb. So one adverb is modifying another adverb in this example. Example number 3. Jeff is running very fast. In this example, very is an adverb, whereas fast is another adverb. It means it is modifying another adverb in this example. So we have been looked on adverb modifies a verb, how adverb modifies an adjective, and how adverb modifies another adverb. Now we're gonna look that how an adverb is different from an adjective. As we have dealt with an adjective, adjective is related to the noun, whereas adverb is related to a verb. So it is the very basic difference between these two. Let us deal with the differences in detail. Number 1. Adverb modifies verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. As we have dealt just now, we have looked on the examples as well. So adverb is going to modify these three areas, whereas adjectives modify nouns and pronouns only. It means adjective is just related to nouns and pronouns that is going to use in a place of either the subject or somewhere in the sentence. Point number 2. Adverb generally comes after a noun. It means adverb is going to come in a sentence right after a noun. Number 2. Adjectives come before nouns. So this is the major difference with respect to the sentence structure, that adverb is going to place after nouns, whereas adjectives are going to place before nouns. Point number 3. Adverbs generally answer the questions how, when, where, what, and why, whereas adjectives generally answer the questions like which, what kind, of, and how many. It means that these are very much different with respect to their function as well as their placement in the sentence. Next, we're going to deal with placement of adverb in a sentence. Let's deal with it. Number 1 is at the beginning. Number 2 is at the end. Number 3 is after the verb to be or auxiliary verb. Number 4 is before all other verbs. Means these are the possible placements of an adverb in a sentence. Next, we're going to have a quick revision to our lesson. Number 1 point is adverb acts as a modifier. It modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. And lastly, it generally answers us about how, when, where, what, and why. So these are the 3 basic points, which is the total crux of this lecture. You are required to focus on these points and get yourself ready to solve a quiz. Number 1. My grandfather walks extremely slowly. The adverb extremely modifies number 1, verb. Number 2, adverb. Quiz number 2. Your roommate drives quite fast, doesn't she? The adverb quite modifies here. Option 1, a verb. Option 2, an adjective. Option 3, an adverb. Quiz number 3. We rarely go to the movies on weekends. The adverb rarely modifies. Option 1, adverb. Option 2, pronoun. Option 3, a verb. Quiz number 4. Obviously, I could be wrong. The adverb obviously modifies. Option 1, a verb. Option 2, a pronoun. Option 3, a clause. Let me tell you that clause is the set of subject plus verb. Quiz number 5. My niece reads well for a 5-year-old. The word well is option 1, adjective. Option 2, an adverb. Option 3, a verb. Quiz number 6. Your friend Robert drives a fast car. The word fast is dash. Option 1, pronoun. Option 2, adverb. Option 3, an adjective. Number 7. I never buy fruit at the grocery store. The word never is option 1, preposition. Option 2, adverb. Option 3, an adjective. Quiz number 8. That's a lovely painting. The word lovely is option 1, adverb. Option 2, adjective. Option 3, adverb. You all are requested to pause the video here and mark your answers from 1 to 8. I hope so that you have been marked. Let's see the correct answers. Quiz number 1 goes with option 2. Quiz number 2 goes with option 3. Quiz number 3 goes with answer 1. Quiz number 4 goes with option 3. Quiz number 5 goes with option 2. Quiz number 6 goes with option 3. Quiz number 7 goes with option 2. Quiz number 8 goes with option 2. I hope so that you have been done all right. If not, then don't wait. You are going to get it definitely by revising the concepts and looking over this video again. I am pretty sure you will be able to differentiate between how adverb is going to function in a sentence and how it is different from another adjective. Thank you so much.